Hey guys, so it's Sarah, and today I wanted to share with you an experience that I went through in order and in hopes to connect with other people who have been through something similar or to share the knowledge and wisdom that I have learned through this. So basically, a few nights ago, I was just laying around in bed with my boyfriend. We were kissing, and I felt so anxious and I felt so guilty and so much shame. And I've been experiencing a lot of those emotions in regards to anything romantic in terms of that recently, which I've been trying to sort out and try to figure out where the source had come from that. So basically, we just stopped. I moved on. I went to the washroom. We came back. I was gonna give him Reiki because I'm currently like learning level 1, so you have to practice every day. But I couldn't do it. Like I was just so anxious, and then something in me was like, no, like you can't like keep it in. Like you have to like tell him like you feel like so anxious and like guilty and like shameful for literally just kissing, which shouldn't be a big deal. But so I did that. I sat down and I told him what I felt, and then I just started feeling so much pain. And I've been going through digestive issues for the past like month and a bit. Like I'm moving home out of Toronto where I currently live. I quit my job. My stomach just was not well and digestive system not well over these past few months, and so I was in this pain, but it was way, way, way worse than I was used to. And so I knew like something was up and like how it was all correlated. So like I could really feel it like in my like lower intestines and like specifically like right where my womb was. So I was like, okay, this definitely is correlated. And then I just felt like I just intuitively knew like there was like I felt like the collective like consciousness of women like coming through me, like all of the guilt, all of the shame that they have felt for being sexual beings within the past and being put down or being shamed or made feel guilty because of I guess the role that women have had to play and how men are supposed to play that role, I guess. And if women are, then they're not deemed good or they're deemed sinful and stuff. I guess a lot of stuff from like the past. And this kind of happened after I started reading a book, The Mists of Avalon, which introduces some of that stuff. Um, and I was just like in so much pain, and I could feel all of these women like inside me, like shooting their pain like through me, like it felt like they were releasing, like it literally felt like thousands of women like using my body as a vessel for them to get their pain out. Like my legs started like shaking really, really like rapidly, like back and forth, like so fast. It was so like I couldn't control it or anything, but it was just like I could feel all of the energy, I guess you could say, in my physical body and then in my energetic field. And I could also feel the pain so distinctly in my heart. And then my boyfriend like put his head on my heart, and my heart was like so rapid, so like heavy, like it felt like it was being pulled down by all of these like women who have gone through and felt so much like repressed like emotions and so much guilt and shame and fear and so much anger. Like I could feel all the anger just like coursing through like my body, and like my legs were shaking so much, like it was like literally like they were running. It was like the energy was trying to like run through my body and out. And I could just feel how hurt of all like I just feel how hurt all of these women were. Like it was such like a collective experience, I guess you could say. Like I knew it was not just one person, it wasn't two people, it was the collective like consciousness of women going through my body and like trying to like release this pain. And like as the time progressed, this probably lasted like 10-15 minutes where I was experiencing this pain, and as it progressed my legs were shaking faster and my pain was getting more and more intense. And like normally I'm good at coping with pain, like I don't really show it in my face at all, but my boyfriend was like, no, like you can see the pain in your face. Like he was really worried because you could tell how much like physical pain that I was in, and my face was all red, my veins were like blue, and he was like, you have like this very like hot like aura around you, like it's hot. And it kind of felt like I was giving birth in a way, like I was giving birth to all this pain, like all of this pain was kind of coming through me and like going back into I guess the world to be transmuted. And I started to like allow the pain to come through my body because I was like, okay, well this is obviously coming through me right now for like a specific distinct reason, so I'm going to allow it to happen. So as I allowed the pain and let it go, I was able to understand more of what was happening. Like I had the general idea that this is what's happening the whole time, but and then it kind of just started to subside the more that I allowed it and just let it flow through me. So like after, I want to say 15 minutes, it stopped, and then as soon as it was done, I got a transmission that came through me, and I'm, I guess you could say like I'm a channel. Like I get a lot of messages from different star beings. So when it was done, I got a transmission. I felt a consciousness approach me, and they began to spoke to me, so I began to write it down right away. It was actually really hard to like recopy and like understand, because like they were writing it so fast, because I often will get transmissions like a few times a week of different extraterrestrial beings coming down through me, or the Magdalene consciousness, which is who was present here. So they said, thank you for being a vessel to release this feminine wound from. We have been suppressed for so long, and it is courageous women like you who allow yourself to understand the darkness and depths we have gone throughout history. We thank you for allowing your pain to exit and be birthed out of you, to be transmuted through light. We thank you for being a willing vessel. We have to get and release this pain in order to rise once more. We were suppressed for too long, and this shall never happen again. You, amongst many other brave and courageous women, have allowed for this transmutation of thousands of years of suppressed female sexuality and power. We honor you truly for allowing your body to be a vessel for this transformation. You are free and liberated from this pain now, as are we. You have cleared your lineage of woman. Your ancestral line bled out of you and back into the world. You just birthed light. You are a courageous woman. This was the Magdalene consciousness and your ancestors. We thank you. We love you. So then after I got that transmission, this might be a little bit TMI, but I had to go to the bathroom, diarrhea for the rest of the night, which I was never experiencing previous to that. So like I feel like it was really connected and kind of literally like getting all of that pain out and like release. It was kind of like, I guess like the climax to all of my stomach pain, because the next day I was able to eat something that would normally irritate my stomach so badly, and I was not in any pain. So it was really interesting. But yeah, I just wanted to share that experience because I want to know if other women out there are currently or have gone through this kind of like energetic, I guess, purge of this feminine wound. And I just want to kind of share the transmission, because I know that the transmission's not just for myself, but for all the other courageous and brave women out there who, even if they're not having energetic specific things like this, but who are clearing that feminine wound, clearing that mother wound to heal themselves. So yeah, I really hope you learned something or took something from this video, and please comment below if you have ever had this type of experience before. It'd be very, very nice to know, and thanks for watching. Peace.